Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Liquid TLO and BatmanApollo on Ruins of Seras. Gotta say, I kinda like that name. Alright, so this is ZVP on Ruins of Seras, site of many amazing Zerg vs Protoss matches. I hope this one lives up to the billing. In the bottom right of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is Liquid TLO, representing Team Liquid. And in the top left of Ruins of Seras, we have the blue Protoss player who recently won a tournament of some kind here. It is BatmanApollo. That's what this trophy is, right? You win an online tournament inside the Legacy of the Void client. You get a fancy trophy that lasts for a week, I believe. So recent winner is BatmanApollo. Well played indeed. This is part of a big ol' replay pack that TLO released after DreamHack Winter. He said he would do it, and he did. I really appreciate the wonderful German player who is TLO. He is such a fun player to cast. He's always so kind and genteel. You should follow him on Twitter. You can find him under Liquid TLO. Again, makes a lot of sense. And yeah, here we are. So more TLO replays in the future. I have one of my screeners going over most of the replays he posted today and tomorrow. So this is one I just pulled out of the pack. It looked like a good one. I kind of gave each of them a bit of a sniff, determined which one was awesome, pulled it out, and here we are casting it blind. So I think it's going to turn out though. Going for the Nexus, there it is. BatmanApollo Gateway Expand with the Assimilator, not Extractor. That is definitely an Assimilator. Overlord Scouting does not see anything. Overlord's life purpose has been ruined. All he was there to do was scout and provide supply. He's providing the supply okay, but in his scouting, he is a failure. Third hatch coming up for TLO, feeling very confident in this match for sure. Probe running out. We'll see the Overlord, I think, unless they just pass. Like, the probe might come up here while the Overlord just scoots on by, but no, I'm pretty sure the probe's going to see it. Oh my gosh, is it not going to? Oh, sees it. Okay. So if BatmanApollo is paying attention, he knows that the Zerg player is here, because if an Overlord is here, and the hatchery is not here, the Overlord did not come from clear down here, did not have enough time to get there. So definitely Zerg is down in the bottom right, and that's exactly where the probe is going. Probably was going to go there anyway, if we're honest, but at the same time, some good logical conclusions can be drawn. Is this a gasless opening from TLO? It is. No gas at all on these three hatches, which means he doesn't believe there's anything that BatmanApollo can do to kill him. Well, there's some gas now, but again, it's late. Almost 2 minutes and 30 seconds into the match, and no gas. Oh, it's just a double extractor trick. He is really going for this no gas opening. All right, so that means we have to have queens, right? Oh, look. Team Liquid. TLO actually has a trophy of his own. Probe does die. Good micro by TLO, getting rid of that probe. And there comes an actual extractor, I think, from TLO, which means he's just going to use queens to make this happen. Queen there, queen here. Queen needs to get over here and inject in just a second. Is there a queen? Yep, queen be made at the third base as well. Protoss player, meanwhile, Cybercore is up, as well as a Stargate. Quick Stargate here from BatmanApollo. I don't know if this is going to work out for him. Most Protoss players I've seen go Stargate against Zerg recently, at least great Zerg players like TLO. It has not ended super well. Usually disruptors are a better play, but if BatmanApollo is going to live up to his namesake and just be awesome like Batman and like the Greek god Apollo, or is it Roman god Apollo? I think it's the Greek version's called Apollo. Then he should be okay. I mean, it's not like TLO is showing him any kind of aggression whatsoever. He can do pretty much whatever he wants for a while here. With that gasless opening, that means there's no roaches, there's no speed for a while either. Not even enough gas for speed, just enough gas for speed now. And what is he going to do with that gas? TLO does have a Roach Warren coming up, probably just saving gas for roaches. So definitely no speedlings at all, just roach attack. Here comes an attack with a Zealot, a Stalker, and an Adept. And if there are roaches out before this shows up, the TLO will be just fine, sitting free and easy. But I'm not sure if that's going to happen. There are going to be some slowlings and some queens to play defense. Total number of queens on the field is 5. That's what I thought. Queens for defense in this gasless opening. Oh, Lings, run! Run, you can't handle this. You are slow. You are terrible. Roach Warren just finishes now, but it's too late to defend against this attack. The queens trying to do what they can here, poking away at the Zealot. The Zealot right on top of these queens is bad news, but trying to get rid of the Zealot first. No, the Zealot does manage to wipe down 2 of those Zerglings, and the Queens chase them away. They can't quite get the Zealot, though. Down to 7 hit points. We'll start to regenerate those shields eventually here. Regenerate. There it is. Starting to regenerate there. Back up to 100%. Coming around the other way. But the longer this is delayed... Where are the Queens attacking there? I don't know. Roaches are popping out now, though, so this is not very good at all for BatmanApollo. Roaches do great against everything that's here. And can they get the Warp Brit? No. Mothership Core does survive and manage to recall everybody back home. Creep spread looking A-okay. Creep tumors being thrown down by a liquid TLO. What is happening back in Protoss land here? What is going on at this Stargate? Chrono boosting out a Void Ray. Void Rays and Oracles as well. Is that what was happening there? Oracles running around killing stuff. I guess 2 drones died. Oracle back here as well. Does have those 2 kills. I guess that's what the Queens are going after. And that's what the Spore Crawlers are for. Spore Crawlers are fantastic against Oracles. A Spore Crawler plus a Queen can generally cover your mineral line for you. Some Roaches popping up here trying to kill a Gateway. Photon Overcharge pops up, though. The Roaches do not want to attack into that. No, they do not. They do retreat out of there as soon as they can. And chasing them down is an Adept. But that's not going to happen either. Creep spread once again continuing to push out. Multiple creep tumors along this lane. Couple over here as well. The Oracle just hanging outside of the range of that creep. The creep does provide sight for the Zerg player. Look at this production tab right now for TLO. He's getting Glial Reconstitution. Speed. Is that a pneumatized carapace? It is. +1 missile attack. More drones. Another hatchery. Evolution chamber. Spire. Infestation pit. Creep tumors. There it is. There's the other hatchery. Oracle right in range of this Overlord. The Oracles are just providing threat, I think. I'm not sure they can actually do anything, but if they're in the back of TLO's mind, it might throw off some of his build timings. It might cause him to be paranoid. A Fleet Beacon. BatmanApollo, you're going Sky Toss, you scamp. Alright, so this is a ladder match. I assume if it's Liquid TLO playing on the ladder, this is a GM or higher level player. So we'll see if this works out for the Protoss or not. It could. But from what I've seen, again, players of Liquid TLO's caliber can pretty much handle the Sky Toss. I know players like me and players like other people on the All Things Zerg subreddit might struggle with it, but I don't think that's what's going to happen today. Carriers on the way. Supply block, though, is BatmanApollo getting another Stargate, getting +1 air weapons, and the Spire, I think, is going to be used mainly for Corruptors. Does TLO have any idea what's going on? Ah, yes, he did see the Stargate. Okay. But only 1 Stargate. I'm not sure if he knows the full extent to which BatmanApollo is committing to this Stargate build. Oh, Spore Crawlers. Look out, Oracle. Ooh, throws down Revelation and survives. Yahoo. Nice job there, Oracle. Oracle number 2 running around has 2 kills. Do they both have 2 kills? They do both have 2 kills. They've done some work, I suppose. But anyway, it's carriers all day, every day for BatmanApollo right now. And the Oracles are just kind of providing harassment. Look at this creep spread. Look at it. 7 minutes into the game. It is so far away. Still continuing to push. Oh, man. TLO's devotion to the creep spread is a beauty. A beautiful sight to behold. Running around, a single Ling does spy a Void Ray. Has no kills. And whop. Gets exploded there. Stasis Ward's coming up for BatmanApollo. This is what I like from Oracles. They have mid to late game utility now. Throwing down those Stasis Wards. If you haven't seen one of these... There's a small creep spread attack over here. Anyway, Stasis Wards trap nearby enemies in stasis for 21 seconds. Trapped units cannot be attacked or affected by abilities. So it's just like stasis. And there we go. Getting rid of that creep tumor. Roaches popping up by themselves. Here comes a huge Ling attack, though, with some mutas as well. Ultraless Cavern. TLO, is that what you were going for, is Ultras? All right. They don't do well against carriers, but that's A-okay. Both these pylons are definitely going to die. Pooping creep is this Overlord. There's not really much. I guess these carriers could move over. Nothing really here can shoot up, but apparently BatmanApollo is trying to keep these kind of hidden for the time being. So carriers are here. They do a +1 attack. Vipers on the way. Oh, Vipers. Good play indeed. Stasis catching some of those Lings. See, they can attack or be attacked. And the Roaches need... Oh, huge stasis on all of these units. Look at this. So many Roaches, so many Lings cannot go anywhere. The remainder of their friends are forced to run around past the little frozen corpses of their buddies. Photon Overcharge coming up. The Lings trying to get a run by, but there's a Zealot here and a Cannon. That is not a good place at all. It's just staying, waiting for these Lings to expire, and pop, there they go. Trying to kill what they can, getting rid of a Roach. 2 Roaches. as well as some mutas. Mutas don't do well against carriers. Does he still hold the line? Yes, with the help of Mr. Force Field and the Sentry. Zealot Bob did hold the line. And another attack over here. Oh, dropping Lings into the main base. They're going after the Fleet Beacon. And there are Zealots warping in to try to deal with this. But no, they depower everything here. They get the Artosis Pylon. Is this enough Zealots to handle it? I don't actually think it is. No, they kill all of the Zealots. The Stalker running for its life, getting pinned against the wall and dying. Mothership Core trying to kill these Zealots as best that she can, but her DPS is not very high. The Lings turning their attention once again back to the Fleet Beacon. There are +1/+1 Lings, making them so much more effective, and they get the Fleet Beacon. Oh man, the carriers are forced to retreat back to clean this up, and they finally do clean it up, but what a problem, what a mess for Batman-Apollo. Again, this is what you do against Skytoss as Zerg. Skytoss is super immobile. Attack many places at once. Use your quick units like Lings, like Hydralisks that have muscular augments. Use Mutalisks if you can, because Skytoss is slow and ponderous. Carriers do not move very quickly. Move speed of 2.62. They hit hard, but they move slow. Checking for another base here. This is a problem with this map. I have played against players on this map before, and I forget how many darn places they can hide bases. And I've had ninja expansions put up on me so many times. Lings from the backside. Here comes another push of Lings. What on earth? Why is it? Oh, straight Viper. Is this just Parasitic Bomb? Oh my gosh, it is. Parasitic Bomb on all of the carriers. Run for your lives. Vipers. Yes, pretty good splits here from Batman-Apollo. Parasitic Bomb does do 90 damage. It's not enough to kill a carrier. As you can see, none of them actually died, but they are greatly weakened. Look at that. Taking damage from the ones that are neighboring them before the split. Parasitic Bomb, good unit. Lings trying to do another run by while the army is pushing out into the middle of the map for Batman-Apollo. That's exactly what they need to do. The run-bys are good. Void Rays and Adepts in here trying to get rid of some of these Lings. The Lings come in, snipe off an Adept. A couple of them die. I don't think they actually care. Running in here at the same time, there are 3 cannons, though. And warping in, what? Some Adepts here. They do 2-shot Lings, which is pretty good. Meanwhile, the bulk of the army comes over. They're going to take down this base. There's not much here to defend it at all. Pathogen Glands and Neural Parasite being researched by Liquid TLO. Infestors will be able to mind control, which I don't think I've ever seen in a Legacy of the Void cast. I have never seen it. So if TLO pulls this off, I'm going to be very happy indeed. Corruptors are popping out for TLO right now. Like I said, Neural Parasite, +3 missile attack, and Adrenal Glands and Muscular Augments on the way, as well as +1 Flyer attack and +2 Carapace. Pushing in again, more Parasitic Bomb on these carriers. Good splits once again. Corruptors finishing off the carriers that have been weakened by the spell from the Vipers. And yeah, carriers just absolutely getting hammered by the Corruptors. They don't care that they're getting hit by Interceptors at all. Every single carrier dies. Void Rays still pushing in though. Oh, they released their Interceptors. That stays alive even if the carrier dies. How interesting. And the Corruptors, the carriers get their wish, get their revenge after death. Look at this. Killing quite a bit of stuff here, using that Release Interceptor spell. Are they going to get this Corruptor too? Oh my goodness, they get the Corruptor as well that was just trying to rally. Look how long this lasts. Are they going to kill this Extractor? Oh, they get the Extractor. Holy shamoly. How long does that thing last again? Where's my carrier? Where's my carrier at? Release Interceptors. 43-second time life. Finally timed out, but man, that was a long time in StarCraft time. Lings again rolling in. Vipers throwing down Parasitic Bomb. Corruptors finishing him off after the carriers are weakened. Retreating for his life is Batman-Apollo. TLO now up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases. Infestors here as well. Huh. So like I said, TLO knows what he's doing. Are these released Interceptors going to kill this Hydralisk? Nope. Hydra lives with 4 kills. It is a Predator. +3 attack does 15 damage. Weapon speed of 0.54. Man alive, hits so hard. Lings rolling on up again. Can't deal with his carrier count. And Batman-Apollo sticking with this. He says, I killed a base. I severely injured another base. I feel like I can make this work against TLO. And who's to say he can't? Adepts trying to avoid getting surrounded. That is the kiss of death for Adepts. Trying to find an area they don't get surrounded by Lings. And no, every single one of them does die. Very unfortunate for the Protoss player there. Protoss player Batman-Apollo has lost 9,000 minerals, 3,500 gas. Meanwhile, TLO has lost 12,000 minerals and 3,100 gas, including 16 workers to 4 probes. 16 drones to 4 probes. Lings running on in, and Caustic Spray could go down here from the Corruptors. Indeed it is. Caustic Spray 7 damage per second for 4.3 seconds. That increases to 35 damage per second. And there it goes. The Nexus dies immediately. The Corruptors get out of there. That's all they really needed to do was kill that Nexus to keep BatmanApollo starving for minerals. Look how low his mineral count is right now. Income, if we take a look, 1,500 minerals for TLO and only 800 for Batman. So low on that count, even though the Harvester count is about the same. Some Adepts coming in, trying to kill some workers, especially the drones that are on the gas, getting spined to death, though, by spine crawlers. Yeah. As well as some Zergling support. The Zergling upgrades are at +2/+2. +3 attack on the way for those melee units. Here comes the Skytoss army. Not as big or scary as you would think. And again, Parasitic Bomb going down on the Void Rays on the carriers. The Corruptors are focusing down Void Rays. One Void Ray falls. Another one is going to die here as well. Carriers taking huge hits. Corruptors are falling. The Void Rays do really well against Corruptors, especially with Prismatic Beam. There it is. Prismatic Alignment. And that does 6 damage versus armored units for 14 seconds. Wow. Super great indeed there. And yeah, they actually won that battle. Going after the Vipers. Vipers are expensive. They're all dead. They got their parasitic bombs off, and they might actually get a kill. Again, pretty good splits by BatmanApollo. Not the best ones I've ever seen, but pretty good indeed. Ling is trying to take down this base. Again, there are enough Lings to take down these cannons, as well as get this Nexus if they focus it down. Single Ultra here with +2/+2. Again, +3 attack is on the way. And all these transferring probes. No, run for your lives, transferring probes. It looks like BatmanApollo is paying attention down here. Using release interceptors on this space seems like kind of a waste of a spell. But yep, the Lings are going to finish that down. There's a big attack up here with Ultralisks going right after that Nexus. Cannons falling as well. Corruptor just kind of hanging out, make sure that nothing happens without him. And Carriers trying to decide where to go next. I mean, are they just going to base race? At this point, the probes are trying to attack, but again, these Lings are super well upgraded. Photon overcharge is coming down. Is it enough to kill these Ultras? No, I don't think it is. No. That Ultra is down to very, very low hit points, though. Only 21 hit points left. Pushing it again. It is basically a base race at this point. BatmanApollo is not really being challenged by much of anything for TLO right now. He is consolidating his forces into some Corruptors back here. And again, the Ultra is doing what they can. I think one of the Ultras died, however. Ling's killing an assimilator, and that's pretty much it. I mean, what you see is what you get for BatmanApollo. And what you have is 8 carriers going right into the main base here, trying to take down that hive, getting the spawning pool as well. 1 Void Ray and 1 Zealot, as well as 2 sentries and a mothership core. Meanwhile, TLO has 10 Corruptors, 3 Ultralisks, 4 Queens, and an Overseer Cocoon, which is nice. It looks like BatmanApollo decided to actually head back home and try to save his base. He doesn't think he can win a base race here against these Ultralisks, especially considering they do have a +3 attack on their Kaiser Blades, dealing 44 damage. 44, and actually the Ultras are backing out, surprisingly there. Is this cannon going to kill anything? It has 14 kills, and then does get destroyed. What is this? Release interceptors over here as well. This carrier trying to take down a base all by its lonesome. Spore Crawler having a field day, killing interceptors. The Ultra count looking very low again, getting a Forge. Void Ray finally here. These Ultras are definitely going to die. The carriers want to kill them. They want them dead so badly. They do not have the chitinous plating upgrade, so they're not as tanky as they usually are. All the Ultras are gone. Another Spire coming up for TLO. It is now 10 Corruptors and 3 Vipers, as well as 3 Queens for the Zerg player against 7 carriers, a Void Ray, and a Mothership Core. So again, I feel like we should probably be favoring BatmanApollo here. That Corruptor count is not very high. A single Viper is good, not great. Probes running around, trying to do some long-distance mining. The Corruptors can't do anything about them. They cannot use Caustic Spree on units, only on buildings. And does he not have enough? He has enough to build a Nexus, but where does he build it is the question. Meanwhile, coming in, focusing down this hatchery. All the drones are forced to evacuate. The hatchery dies immediately. They're burrowed drones as well, trying to run for their lives. Carriers trying to kill them before they can actually escape. A few of them, a handful of them, get out of there. Caustic Spray going down on another Nexus. Look how slow, or how quickly this kills that Nexus. I mean, it's just burning it down here. Oh, Corruptors getting killed by the recall of the carriers. Can they save the Nexus? No, they cannot. The Corruptors move on out. Again, multiple expansions here for TLO, trying to make this happen. Still has the minerals at the 3rd base. Or natural? Is this the natural? Indeed, still has some minerals at the natural, surprisingly. Ooh, if you can get rid of this Corruptor count. Again, BatmanApollo might be in a good spot. Placing the Nexus here, which is a little bit dangerous. But again, I think Liquid TLO has most of the other bases covered. This is too scary. This might be fine, but it's close enough to this one. It doesn't really matter. This is too scary as well. This one is covered. Yeah, I guess this might be the best option for BatmanApollo at this moment. Alright, so carriers, just killing what they can. 17 kills on that carrier, 31 kills, 26 kills. Only 6 kills on that carrier. He has some work to do. The Spire falls. That's a big deal for BatmanApollo. Was that a yoink? Yes! Oh, the combination of the Corruptor Viper yoink. Using the Abduct here. Oh, Ling's all over these transferring probes. Oh, probes. Just getting massacred. The Nexus falling as well. This is it. This is all that BatmanApollo has. He kills another hatchery. He gets more Overlords, gets Extractors as well, but here comes the Yoink attack once again. 1 shot and 2 shot. The Corruptors do have sufficient upgrades. +1 attack where they can actually 2-shot a carrier as it gets sniped in here. Bam and bam. Oh, look at this micro on display from Liquid TLO. Getting the Mothership Core so they can't even recall home. Oh no, doesn't get the Mothership Core. Oh, what a bit of a mistake there. 4 hit points left. Void Ray dies as well. Carriers trying to kill more stuff. Getting the Overseer. Chasing these units down, killing more Overlords at the same time. Release Interceptors just kind of hanging out back here. And is TLO supply blocked? No, he is not. It is only 37 supply left for BatmanApollo, getting yet another hatchery here. But guess what? This one is far away and fully saturated. This one as well, far away and fully saturated. And long distance TLO, where is he going with those? Is he long distance mining or just kind of sending these drones to safety? I don't know. Also, where'd those Corruptors go? They're doing a great job. I don't know. Lings are all up in the main base, though. It is basically base race time at this point, and I don't know if BatmanApollo has enough. Oh, there we go. Corruptors showed up here. That's it. A good game well played from BatmanApollo. A good game from Liquid TLO, and the entire Skytoss army has been destroyed, except for these few remaining Interceptors that are slowly getting whittled down. Man, Interceptors are tough. Look at these guys. BatmanApollo's being revealed. Has anybody actually left the game yet? Did we see that Batman has left the game? I feel like he probably has. BatmanApollo asking for a win if it's not that important for you. TLO saying, no, I'm sorry. BatmanApollo with the good game, and that's it. BatmanApollo was defeated. TLO's victorious, and Apollo has left the game. Well, I feel like that ZVP lived up to the expectations, don't you? Man, Skytoss against Zerg. Again, Zerg loses a lot of stuff in these battles. Check this out. TLO lost 28,000 minerals and 9,200 gas, as well as 59 drones. Defending against Skytoss, 29,000 minerals, 8,000 gas lost for BatmanApollo, and 75 probes. Most of those were lost towards the end of the game here when it was pretty much over anyway. So again, Zerg players, do not get discouraged against Skytoss. If you lose units, you're going to. The Protoss units are more cost effective. It makes a lot of sense. Get those Corruptors, get those upgrades, especially armor upgrades. Get Vipers. You can yoink in carriers. Get Parasitic Bomb from the Vipers as well. Such good units against the Skytoss army. And again, Ling attacks. Ultras are faster than carriers. Get up there, attack the base when the Skytoss army is away. If they want a base race, you can usually win those depending on certain factors, but most of the time you can. As we can see, BatmanApollo did not want to do that with Liquid at TLO. So that's about it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And go ahead and visit my store if you have a minute. There's a link in the description as well as on the end slate where the awesome music plays by C-Beats. Check him out too on SoundCloud. And that's about it. Again, as always, thank you so much for watching. Thanks to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, you take care of yourself.